The wind whispers through the skeletal remains of homes, carrying tales of families swallowed whole by the earth, leaving behind only echoes and unanswered questions. For centuries, across continents, entire families have vanished, leaving behind only whispers of their existence and a void that defies explanation. Are these isolated incidents, tragic coincidences, or are they threads in a larger, more sinister tapestry? We delve into the forgotten annals of history, seeking answers to the chilling mystery of the disappearing families. One such case, etched in the collective memory of the Appalachian Mountains, is the disappearance of the Crowley family in 1887. John Crowley, a timber merchant, his wife, Martha, and their 5 children, vanished from their isolated cabin in the dead of winter. The snow lay undisturbed around the property, indicating no forced entry or struggle. The livestock were unfed, the fire had died down, and a half-prepared meal sat cold on the table. It was as if they had simply ceased to exist. Local authorities, baffled by the lack of clues, initially suspected a bear attack, but the absence of any remains or signs of a struggle quickly dismissed that theory. Some whispered of a Native American curse, fueled by the Crowleys' encroachment on sacred land. Others spoke of a mountain man, driven mad by isolation, preying on unsuspecting families. The truth, however, remained elusive, buried beneath layers of fear and speculation. Similar stories echo across the globe. In the remote Scottish Highlands, the MacGregor family, shepherds tending their flock near Loch Ness, disappeared without a trace in 1752. Their sheep were found scattered and untended, their croft deserted, and their belongings untouched. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster, already deeply ingrained in local folklore, took on a darker hue. Some claimed the monster had risen from the depths, not to terrorize, but to claim an entire family. While dismissed by science, the enduring myth offered a chillingly simple, albeit fantastical, explanation for the inexplicable. The disappearances often share unsettling commonalities. The unsettling disappearance of children is a constant, amplifying the tragedy. The Crowley family had 5 children, and the MacGregors had 3. The loss of innocence, the potential unfulfilled, adds a layer of profound sorrow to these already perplexing cases. Did these children wander off into the wilderness and become lost, leading their parents to a similar fate while searching? Or were they targeted specifically? Unusual weather patterns frequently preceded the disappearances. Days before the Crowley family vanished, an unseasonable blizzard swept through the Appalachian Mountains, isolating the region and cutting off communication with the outside world. Similarly, before the MacGregor family's vanishing, an unprecedented fog descended upon Loch Ness, blanketing the area in an eerie silence. Could these weather anomalies have played a role, disorienting the families or masking the presence of an unseen predator? Local folklore and legends are inextricably linked to these areas. The Appalachian Mountains are steeped in tales of cryptids and mythical creatures, while Loch Ness is, of course, home to its legendary monster. These stories, passed down through generations, often serve as warnings, cautionary tales about the dangers lurking in the wilderness. Could these disappearances be attributed to something truly supernatural, something beyond the realm of human understanding? Unexplained financial transactions often muddy the waters further. In several cases, families who vanished had recently withdrawn large sums of money or engaged in unusual business dealings. The Beaumont family, who disappeared from an Australian beach in 1966, had recently sold their home and were rumoured to be carrying a significant amount of cash. Could these families have been targeted for their wealth, lured into a trap by someone they trusted? The potential involvement of secret societies, though difficult to prove, cannot be entirely dismissed. Some researchers point to cryptic symbols found near the sites of disappearances, symbols that bear a striking resemblance to those used by various secret societies throughout history. Could these families have stumbled upon a clandestine operation, becoming collateral damage in a larger, more sinister game? The case of the Sodder family in Fayetteville, West Virginia, in 1945, presents a particularly disturbing scenario. After a fire ravaged their home on Christmas Eve, 5 of the Sodder children vanished. While the parents initially believed their children had perished in the blaze, the lack of any skeletal remains, coupled with eyewitness accounts of the children being seen alive in the days following the fire, led them to suspect foul play. George and Jenny Sauter spent the rest of their lives searching for their missing children, convinced that they had been abducted. The case remains unsolved, a chilling reminder of the fragility of family and the enduring power of hope. The fate of these families remains shrouded in mystery, a testament to the darkness that can lurk in the shadows of history. While some disappearances may be attributed to natural disasters, accidents, or criminal activity, others defy logical explanation, leaving behind a sense of unease and a haunting question: what really happened to these families? Perhaps the answer lies not in a single, definitive explanation, but in a confluence of factors: the harsh realities of frontier life, the power of suggestion, the allure of the unknown, and the enduring human capacity for both good and evil. These disappearances serve as a stark reminder of our vulnerability, our insignificance in the face of the vast and often unforgiving wilderness. As we sift through the remnants of these forgotten lives, we are left with a profound sense of loss and a lingering feeling that some mysteries are simply destined to remain unsolved. The ghosts of these missing families continue to haunt the landscapes they once called home, whispering their stories on the wind, forever searching for a resolution that may never come. The search continues, driven by the hope that one day, the truth will finally emerge from the shadows, offering closure to the families left behind and shedding light on the dark secrets hidden within their annals of history. Until then, the mystery of the disappearing families remains, a chilling testament to the enduring power of the unknown.